Doplex?
Yes.
Could you play us an intro song for Beef, please?
Can you play Don't Stop Believing by Journey?
I'm actually playing, by the way.
Just a small town girl living
Sucking on a baby dick.
She took the midnight cock going up her ass.
Yeah, this sounds like the song they would play when it sounds like the song they play when Queen Elizabeth got married like 185 years ago.
Oh, sister dearest, on your blessed day.
She's 20 and already sounds like she's 400.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet my husband.
I take you to be my lovely wedded husband.
She is one of those people who just seems like she was perpetually old because when I was born, she was old.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when she died, she was old.
Yeah, her and Morgan Freeman got the same phenotype.
Bro, speaking of old motherfucker, rip fucking James Earl
Alan
Jones.
Rickman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That shit, I mean,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
93, so, you know, it wasn't like an unexpected thing, but still fucking suck.
Right.
Bruh be like
The
that.
famous voice of
Dialysis
that.
machine.
Bruh be like
Great
that.
impersonation.
You think he did that?
Yeah.
That probably wasn't him.
That was
Yeah.
his famous voice role.
That's
No,
what
but
he
shout
sounded
out
like
James
he
Earl
died.
Jones.
Have they? Has he
The
been doing all
voice.
the beta shit?
That was
lately,
James Earl
or-
Jones' spirit in Doplex's office. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to imagine Dubfix just has a haunted soundboard. That's why we have all the Michael Jackson stuff on there.
Yeah, exactly.
Dubfix didn't put any of that on. It just got haunted.
His piano's
Yeah,
haunted by the
just-
ghost of Michael
It created
Jackson.
its own voice clip.
We've never had this question before, but do you guys remember where you were when you found out Michael Jackson died?
I do. Vividly.
Sort of.
Yeah, same.
I think
James?
I do.
I also remember when I was with Steve Irwin died.
I remember that too. I walked into the kitchen and my mom was like, "The crocodile hunter died," and I walked out of the kitchen and started tearing up because I loved
That
him.
was,
And I
yeah.
was like,
That was,
Start punching the wall.
that was what? How to get him? What the hell? He hosts crocodile.
Was it a crocodile? And she's like, "No." And you're like,
Andrew,
What was
Andrew
it all
dives
for?
"What was it for?"
Andrew dives into his fucking Jeep, his dad's Jeep, to go and get revenge and fucking backs out and runs over his dog.
No!
I'm like, "No, not a 2-for-1."
You go and start running over all the crocodiles in Alaska.
Very many of them.
That video, that guy with the shovel, that was
Yeah,
actually Andrew.
except it's just
Yeah,
me with
that
a
was
big
Andrew getting
sword.
revenge.
There actually are crocodiles in Alaska because the famous band Chiodos has a song, There's No Penguins in Alaska, but then they have another song, There's
Oh,
Tons
right.
of Crocodiles in Alaska.
It's
the famous
Ah.
sequel.
Yeah, that's
All their songs are about teaching you about Alaska.
yeah,
Like,
what
what is and
animals
isn't
are
in
and are
Alaska.
not in Alaska.
There's only
I-
a couple pandas in Alaska.
There
Yeah,
gotta be
exactly
one.
what Chiodo sounds like.
Yeah, that is what they sound like.
A nice folk band.
When Michael Jackson bit the bullet. Why would you bite a bullet? And how would that kill you? When Michael Jackson ate a fistful of drugs that his doctor gave to him that was too many or whatever happened to him, I
Ate too many
was.
Flintstone gummies.
That's exactly.
Ow,
That's
my
actually
stomach!
what happened.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Packaging only says to take two.
It seems like a lot of Flintstones.
I just don't know.
My stomach hurts.
If I
And then after he eats all
well,
the Flintstone vitamin gummies.
There was doo-doo feces
Oh, no,
all
it
over the
wasn't.
walls.
They actually could have saved him, and they could have known that he was dying because he kept like jerking around and like grabbing his stomach and his crotch, but they just thought he was dancing.
They're like, no, let him go.
Let him
He's
work.
cooking. He hasn't done it in months.
I was at my friend Matt's house, and we were in his above ground pool, and we were kind of just like it was like June 20. I want to say June 25th. Michael Jackson died.
Damn, you
Let's
remember
look
the
that up.
date? That's
I
impressive.
remember because it was the last day of school of 2009 or 2000. Yeah, 2009. When did Michael Jackson?
Damn, man's
die?
is spot on.
June
What did you say?
25th, 2009.
Man's was spot the fuck
Damn.
on.
It's
That's
it's
unreal.
vivid, dude. Like I was.
Yeah.
It was the last day of school. we got out of school. I went to his house. We're like eating pizza, and it's like, yeah, school's over. We're going to middle school in a couple months.
I love Michael Jackson.
We gotta listen to Michael Jackson tonight. We gotta listen to Michael Jackson. I'm so excited. School's over.
It's our school's tradition.
We're hanging out
We're
at
Michael
Michael
Jackson
Jackson.
just
I love this
at
guy.
the end of every school year.
Yes. But I was at my friend's Matt's house. It was the last day of school. We were eating pizza and swimming in his pool, and it was like golden hour. It was like 5 o'clock or like 6 o'clock, and the sun was like only on the horizon.
That was
and
Michael
it's like,
smiling over you.
exactly, bro. It was like I was warm, I was beautiful, I was fat, I was eating pizza, I was floating in the pool.
I was warm. I was beautiful.
I was fat. The only things you need on the earth. And I specifically remember this guy because his brother's name was Alfredo. And as a young fat Italian, I didn't know that that a thing could be named Alfredo besides the sauce.
Right.
So shout out Alfredo. We're swimming in his pool, like eating pizza, vibing, golden hour, absolutely chilling, listening to Michael Jackson. And his mom comes outside, devastated. Like she obviously heard the news and didn't know like what to do with the energy of despair. So she just like came out. We're swimming in the pool, and she's like. She throws the screen door open and she's like, Michael Jackson's dead!
James is just floating in a little pool, like
Fucking
beat it's playing in the background.
Yeah, quietly.
He had so many more Super Bowls left in him.
It's not fair.
Was it the Pepsi? Did the Pepsi kill him?
But that is where I was.
Unironically, the Pepsi is kind of what killed him because he got addicted to
Pepsi.
painkillers
Because
from
Pepsi
when he did
burned
that
his fucking
Pepsi
face
commercial.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
he did
right.
that Pepsi commercial. He burned his hair got burned.
Yeah.
Like
Damn, I
fucked his
did
skin
an
up or whatever.
unintentional smart.
Yeah, in a kind of a roundabout way. But yeah, I think he got addicted to
Yeah.
the painkillers for the burns, and then overdose on. I believe it was those. And then
I think he got addicted to
Doctor go to jail?
child penis after that too.
yeah. But that actually that was healing him, ironically.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
And we
keeping him
tried to
alive.
stop him.
Adrenochrome,
grafted his
liberals
fucking
try
scalp.
adrenochrome.
Have the adrenochrome.
No, doctor, please don't take my baby penis away from me. I'll die.
It's for Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, Macaulay Culkin never come out with like what went down. Because
I don't
like
know.
there was definitely
Yeah, I
some
don't
weird
know.
shit going on there, right?
I feel like he's always been pretty steadfast in Michael. He was always like, Michael never did anything to me.
He
Yeah.
was always like,
Yeah, he was.
I was talking to my parents about it. It's like
Anytime
even if he
asked
didn't do anything, it's like it's still incredibly just strange and off-putting to have little kids over your house and have sleepovers.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
40-year-old
Yeah.
man. So.
I think
He was
that's a
obviously
fair
like a
statement to put out
mentally
there.
Yeah.
stunted man. Like I don't know.
yeah.
There's the thing. There is kind of that like possibility of like he was just. You know, he obviously suffered a lot of like mental abuse from his fucking dad and shit, and like had a very like
Right.
weird childlike outlook. So maybe in his mind it was just like I'm just hanging out with
I'm hanging out with my boys.
that I can relate to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
you
But
know
still,
what-
like
you know what I
you
find-
shouldn't have them in your bed, man.
Right.
You shouldn't have
Which
them without
I-
their parents there and shit. Like it is
Yeah.
weird no matter which way you cut
Yeah.
it.
Well, I always think it's kind of funny because, like, I know Michael Jackson is a legend, right? And I know that he has this massive legacy. But I
Massive
can't
love
help
for
but
children.
think this massive fucking
He's
love
a
for
massive
kids.
pedophile.
But I can't help but feel like if Michael Jackson was a musician today, right? Like not in the 80s or 70s to 80s. I feel like if he had done that, it would, because like now you see a lot of people being like, yeah, he hung out with kids. Yeah, he had fucking sleepovers with them and gave them cookies and milk. But like he was just stunted as a child. So you know, it just like it makes sense why you want to hang out with the kids. Imagine if like Harry Styles was like sleeping over with a bunch of like little kids and shit.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like
it'd be
it
fucked.
wouldn't
Michael
fly
Jackson
the
would be
same.
nuked
Yeah.
into
I
the-
just love the little kids.
He'd come out as like super pro Trump or some just a real random like
Yeah,
just something
MAGA.
you'd never expect.
Probably.
Make America great again. Yeah, Donald.
Remember when I was
Or he
so
would-
good?
Just build it. Just build it.
You know the Mexicans are
Just build it.
trying to take our jobs.
My friend
Build it. That go hard. What the fuck?
Doom, 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 doom.
They're letting Haitians in the country, and they're stealing my
The
dog.
Venezuelans. They're eating my dog and they're killing my cat, so build it.
Build it.
Just build it.
Just
build it. They should build a big wall around the airports to stop the Mexicans from flying in.
That's a good idea.
Just one plane coming from Mexico. He has to turn
Just
around.
a daily 9/11 happening.
I think MAGA Jackson might be my favorite bit.
MAGA Jackson.
MAGA Jackson goes hard.
MAGA Jackson. What else we got? Okay, Billie Jean.
Chinese
We're professionals.
people are
Jeff
not
Epstein
my
is
favorite.
not my buddy. I'm in the
I'm on the
book, but
logs.
I was not all that plain.
He lied about the pain.
Can somebody put that with the backing track,
island, but I didn't fuck any kids.
I was just a consultant.
I was trying to fix my vitiligo by standing on the beach to even out my skin tone.
Yeah, imagine Michael Jackson was in the Little Black Book, but he was just like going there for like really cheap like skin treatments.
It'd be fire.
He 100% would be in the book.
Is he not in the book? I mean, Jeffrey Epstein was
They
doing
actually
lots of
transferred
that.
him
Like,
to the Little White Book.
doesn't that book like stretch back like 30 years? Like Michael Jackson was alive for the majority of it.
That's true. Yeah, he might have.
That's true. He's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Can someone Google child porn and let us know if Michael Jackson's in Jeffrey Epstein's backbook?
Yeah,
Shows up.
Can you report back to us right
Please
away?
don't do that.
Search what is it?
Do it on
Young
your
boy
work
with cum on
computer.
face.
Oh.
For
do it
anyone
on
who
your
doesn't
work
know, that is a meme. They're talking about
a
the rapper
classic
Young
tweet.
Boy, who I believe has an image with cum on his face. But obviously, if
It's
you
so
write that
hot.
out of context, Google's like, "Hey man,
Hey, man.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
What an ironic name.
can you?" I love the idea of like a pedophile just Googling like it's a fucking Pornhub search bar. Like maybe,
Oh, yeah.
maybe just this once Google will let one slip.
Maybe Google will help me out.
Maybe one time Google will just hook a brother up.
We're sending all the Mexicans to Martha's Vineyard. She really wants them to cook her tacos. We're owning the libs because they love Mexicans, so build it.
Build it.
Just build it to the lips.
Build It goes crazy. I think we
Build
could
it goes,
rewrite
yeah,
the
Build it
entire
goes
song.
stupid.
Realistically,
Let's make a song on the beef. Let's just make Build It on the beef trip. Everybody gets a verse
The
about.
white man is our future.
Everybody gets a verse about their least favorite immigrant crime or something.
yeah, who's ruining America right
Yeah,
now?
who's in the Ruining America hot seat?
What's another Michael Jackson song?
I've been trying to come up with something for Thriller, and I cannot.
I want to deport you, pretty bitch.
I'm now realizing how little I know about Michael Jackson songs. Like I do like them, but I can't do them word for word. What I think would happen would be pretty much what happened to Kanye. Like he would continue to be like famous and you know put out amazing music, and then he would get addicted to. I mean, I guess that is kind of what did happen. Is he'd get
Right,
addicted to
the
some kind of substance
Thompson
that was
vitamins.
prescribed to him, and like his content would probably just fucking. Damn, I just
His
called Michael Jackson's
content.
music content. I should his music.
Man's doing video essays.
He starts a YouTube
Top 10
channel.
liminal spaces.
He would be on some fucking it's Yay, I'm off the nitrous. Like he would be doing that kind of
Off
shit,
the
right? Like
galaxy gas.
he'd be posting fucked up stuff. Oh yeah, we should talk about the galaxy gas.
Sleepovers. That's what you video. It'd be 4 hours.
Yeah, it's edited like a fucking
Jay Aubrey
Sunny
video.
V2 video.
Or yeah, Sunny
Yeah.
V2. Mexican. I'm
the
telling
galaxy
you
gas
they
stuff's
like
awesome.
beans.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
And
He's
they
cooking with
like
that
cheese.
one.
They're infiltrating the USA.
Like cheese.
They're gonna kill you and me. That's
It's close
ABC.
to November.
By the
Kamala
Jackson
is cackling after dark.
That's Thriller. if it
She
was an
doesn't know
election
she's
song.
black or Indian.
What is she
She's
actually?
swapping ethnicity.
She's black
What?
and Indian.
Oh.
Blendian.
She's black.
Indian.
Blendian, yeah.
She's Indak.
She's Indiac.
Indiac. That sounds like a nice drink.
Sounds like it'd be a character on Small Soldiers.
Indiac? That
Oh,
does
yeah,
sound like a good
Indiac.
drink.
She's African Indian American.
Yes.
Why's American third?
It should be
She can't
first,
run.
god damn it.
She can't run.
She's gonna
You should
steal
call it
your
You should be
curry.
American African. You're American first, brother.
Yeah, what the
Unless
fuck?
you came
It
from
just doesn't
Africa,
roll
like,
off the
first
tongue as
gen.
well.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't, which is annoying.
There's less flow there.
But American Indian American is first because that flows better. It's all about the flow.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know how it
What
is
is
with
that?
you know how it is
American
with the black people. It's all about the flow.
It's all about the
You know how
flow,
those
dude.
guys like it.
You know how those fellas love a
It's
good
all about the
flow.
rhythm.
That's what's up.
Everyone who, the Miller Boys, how do you, like, when you have to write your ethnicity, what do you say, like non-Hispanic European or something? Or
Yeah, don't they ask you
I
like
just put
3 times for
Caucasian.
some reason?
I
Yeah, I think it's
technically
normally
could put
just
Native
Caucasian.
American, but I don't.
There's like this weird thing with with white people. Like if they find
What?
out they are like 2% Native American, they make it their entire personality. Like I know so
I
many
think
people
it's
like
less
that.
white people and more American white people because
Oh, yeah, yeah.
America,
Well, that's-
America
yeah,
just
that's
has
what-
so
that's
many
what I
people
mean.
None
that
of
are
those
like,
people.
I'm a mix of everything.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
none
know.
of those
I have
people
no
can trace
identity
back
outside
there.
of red, white,
I
and blue.
literally, my great grandma was 100% Native
Oh, I'm
American.
not saying
and
you. I'm not
no, I
saying
know,
you,
but
by
I'm
the
just
way.
saying I do agree that those people exist. But
Yeah.
I was alive when she was alive. Like she was 100%
Yeah.
Native
Oh,
American
hell yeah.
from the Choctaw tribe of Missouri.
I think one of my great
or Mississippi,
grandmothers
one
or
of those.
great great aunts or something ran off and was a witch doctor for a. She married like a Native American man and became
Yeah,
like
nice,
a
nice.
witch doctor for their tribe.
but what Andrew said sounds racist, even though I don't think he was lying. But that's
I'm not. No, it's a true thing. My great grandma Miller never talked
She put
about
a
it. 'cause
bone
it
in her
was-
nose and
It was like
started
embarrassing,
walking
I
around in a
guess, for the older
loincloth.
generation.
Don't be so. You do the same shit though. You're like 2% Japanese and you go around like fucking pinning your eyes back and bowing and shit.
A girl with a big bowl of rice. Hey, I'm supposed to be eating this to stay alive.
I read a really funny thing yesterday, which is the guy. This is a quote from a Japanese man, the
Okay.
first Japanese man who franchised McDonald's. I saw this on Twitter with no citation, so this may also just be
God.
made up, but it looks legitimate, so I'm going to
Okay.
believe it's true. Well, so okay, I can't find it, but what it was a quote from the guy who the first Japanese man to franchise McDonald's in Japan in like the 70s, and he was like really impressed with like how efficient and like good McDonald's was in America.
Japanese
I
love
guess in the
efficiency.
70s, I don't think that's quite the same anymore. But he was saying,
Right.
he said Japanese people have only eaten rice and fish for like 2,000 years, which is why their skin is yellow and their hair is black. And if they start eating burgers and potatoes like the Americans do, then their skin will get whiter and they'll have blonde hair.
That's the power of McDonald's. That's what America was. That's our plan from the beginning. We get McDonald's into
Yeah.
every country and turn everybody into
The
a little Hitler's
idea-
youth.
It spreads the caucus.
If you ate more McDonald's, your skin would turn more yellow though.
It's kind of
Yeah,
fire though that
that's
like
true, yeah.
like 40 or 50 years ago was kind of the cutoff point of like you could just believe and say anything and it's like, well, you can't prove me wrong.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is-
What are you
that
gonna
would-
do?
That must
How
have
do
been
you
a
know it's not
great
fish
time to
turning
be
me yellow?
alive.
But I'll just say
Gaslighting was at an
there's-
all-time high before the internet.
There's nothing
Yep.
more sickening to me than the idea of someone stealing all our Asian women and turning them blonde and white. That's just fucking. That is sick.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Do you know? I mean, maybe this is you guys. I don't know, but did you ever know anyone growing up, like a child, who was just so supremely unhealthy that their skin turned yellow?
They just
Like, I
got
knew a-
jaundice.
My
Yes.
sister's
Pretty much,
skin
like, I knew-
turned orange, but it's because she would eat like carrots by the bag.
You're
Like
a
every
big
single
Donald
day.
Trump fan.
That's probably
That's a classic
I
Donald
mean, that's
Trump
better
joke
than
right
eating
there.
something else. I get like
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
think
just
the
the
same thing happens
pigment.
if you eat a lot of cucumbers too. But you turn green.
Do you actually?
that
Beef
sounds
trip
like a
this
dope
year.
fact.
We're all eating nothing but cucumbers. We're gonna see
That
if we
would
can
actually be
turn
No, we
really.
green.
all-
That would actually be really funny if we could all find like 4 different
Here, let's see.
ones that
Yeah,
make 4
4
different
different
colors, and
Just different
we're like
shades.
forced. Yeah, we're like forced to eat. We do like a 5-hour podcast and eat a shit ton of them over the entire thing, and see who can get like the most saturated by the end.
I don't think it's that
Yeah.
instantaneous. I, think it
I don't
takes, like,
know.
a while.
We can pregame some cucumbers.
We'll have to. We'll start eating nothing but carrots and peas and shit now, and yeah, by the time we rock up.
It'll be all the colors of the rainbow.
There's a kid I knew whose family was like, oh no, so it was someone I knew him and showed me a picture. It was a child who his family had like pretty much said nothing but fish and chips. You know, the sort of families that just don't fucking like cook for their kid. They just get takeaways every night. And so this
More
kid was
McDonald's for ya.
like morbidly obese at like age like 7, and apparently his skin was tinted yellow from all the oil from just eating nothing.
Turning into
Just
a
like, imagine it's
Simpson.
like fish and chips, so it's just like brown British slop food.
Mom.
It's grim.
It's turning into Homer.
I was that fat obese child, but it was because my mom cooked so much good homemade food.
See, that's
Those are the
different.
two
That's
options.
like
That's different.
that's
Yeah.
love.
Good.
That's
What
true.
I'm describing is not
Hate.
love. It's negligence, and I doubt you were bright yellow as a
Oh,
result.
I was
Yeah.
not bright
I don't-
yellow. That definitely
You just
didn't-
turned a little
Exactly.
black.
You were eating good food, just a lot of it.
Yeah, I
Actually,
turned a
you know,
little
come to
black,
think
but
of
that
it,
was
it turned
that
a
was
little
the-
black, but it was
that wasn't
patchy.
my
It was
that wasn't my mom's fault. That was the insulin building up on my skin.
Oh, that's right. From all the fucking when you
Yeah,
just
I was
ate,
like
was it
pre-diabetic.
jam on dunking bread.
I would
and
dunk
and,
ciabatta bread in grape juice.
Shabbat and
That
grape.
is
The
still
most
one of my
beautiful
like,
combination of food.
That's
I'll
like one of
be
those-
by myself, just like doing something, and I'll think about ciabatta bread and grape juice and start like peeing myself.
That's like one of those things you'd hear like Christian Bale did to like gain 300 pounds in like 2 months.
It's how he-
acting.
He speed runs type 2 diabetes to fucking prepare for a role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his strategy.
Jar of Vegemite.
Apparently
And
when
then I
he put
dip
on
the
weight for
ciabatta
the,
bread into the Welch's.
when he put on a shitload of weight to pay, was it fucking John Lennon's Killer, I think? Because that dude was pretty big. He apparently just ate melted ice cream. Like he just drank melted ice cream all day.
Oh yeah,
and that was how he put on the weight.
Rob
Why couldn't he just
Rob
eat the ice cream
McElhaney.
like a normal person?
McElhaney? How do you pronounce that guy's last name?
I think it's McElhaney.
McElhaney. Yeah, he did the same thing to get big for
Yeah,
Always Sunny
he also drank
as Mac.
melted
He
ice
just
cream.
drank a full thing of ice
Yeah.
cream because you can, like, you can't eat a full like a gallon of ice cream without. Well,
Yeah.
most people can't without feeling sick.
Yo,
but you could
speaking
drink it
of,
and get all the
Speaking
calories.
of Rob McElhaney, Minecraft movie, what the fuck happened?
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
He was supposed to make the Minecraft movie, and then they kicked him off. It got somebody else, and then they casted Jack Black.
I didn't know
It's
he was
so
supposed to
funny.
be involved in that.
Yeah, he was
meant to
it
play
his
the,
idea to make a
um,
Minecraft movie years ago.
Oh, I do remember that.
Fuck.
It just feels like every movie looks like that now. First of all,
Yeah.
like every fantasy movie is just this weird, plasticky, cheap, like Netflix
Yeah.
special looking ass fucking whatever. And then
Minecraft in real
like the
life.
fact that it just feels, I think the best like descriptor I've seen is someone saying Jack Black doesn't look like he's playing a character in who earnestly is in Minecraft.
Yeah.
He looks like someone
just-
who knows what Minecraft is. You know, like he doesn't.
yeah,
Again, it's hard to.
he just looks like
You've
Jack
seen
Black
2
wearing a blue
seconds of
It looks like they're making
Yeah.
Jumanji 3, but this time he gets sucked into Minecraft and he doesn't know what it is instead of getting sucked into
Yeah.
Jumanji
Yeah.
and not knowing what it is.
Yeah.
I am.
Well, that too,
Steve.
right? Like the whole like video, like I'm sucked into the video game. Like that was pretty much what the Mario movie was as well. It's like
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
isekai
I
story.
don't
It's a bit of a lazy one. Like, couldn't you have just told
Yeah.
like a cool story just in Minecraft?
Just
like,
yeah.
What is that? Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Minecraft
they're doing the
universe
suck
is
into
vast.
Minecraft thing, but
No, they are.
oh, they are.
Yeah.
Is that the only
Yeah.
way to make
Yeah.
video game movies? Oh, I fell in my
Apparently.
TV. Ah!
Yeah. What the hell is that?
They're just ripping
Oh
off the
my God.
Poltergeist. If you guys ever saw that,
Yeah.
a classic horror
That's
film
a-
reference for the real cinephiles out there.
Courtney,
Oh, yeah, I'm
put the
thinking of
entire
Cable
movie
Guy.
right here.
Yeah, put
Yeah,
it there.
really fast.
Make it
Put
into a
it,
GIF.
the
and
whole
put
thing
it
there
there.
real time and
Yeah.
pause us
The
while
whole
the entire
thing.
thing plays
And
and,
we
copy
will be
strikes our whole
checking.
channel.
We will
Yeah.
be checking.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really hope that Jackathy Blackathy, who is one of my favorite just entertainers in general of all time,
Me too.
Jackson
I hope that he
Black.
continue. I hope that he doesn't continue to make like baby movies and eventually goes back to like a Danny DeVito-esque ending and like actually is like funny and cool
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it
It's kinda
definitely feels like
disappointing.
he's. I saw someone say
Little
he's
bit.
become the new Chris Pratt, and I'm like, fuck.
Just because like, and he's not doing anything wrong, but it's just like he was always such a staple of like counterculture to an extent, and not counterculture like I like to say the N-word, but like counterculture like, hey, we can make cool
Jack
stuff
Black
and
famously.
well, how do you
Say
think he
the
got his
N-word.
last name?
That's the past.
Jack Black was like is kind of one of those guys where it's like hey, we can be successful and make things like from the ground up and find funding and do all this shit, and I'm gonna make a career out of this from fucking scratch, even though nobody wants me. And like, he just made so many movies iconic through his sheer comedic will. And got Tenacious D off the ground and he got a show and a movie and everything. Like, I don't know, he was such a staple of like, not that he was ever against mainstream Hollywood, but just a staple of like, I'm just making fun shit for fun people, and I'm cool and I did it and you can do it. And now he's just like, I am Mario, I am Bowser, I'm Minecraft Steve, I'm Minecraft Steve.
I feel like Tenacious D grounded him so much, or like made him feel so much more like, because obviously Tenacious D is like a really big popular band, but it always felt kind of niche, I guess, because it is like comedy,
it does,
rock music, that's not everyone's cup of tea, most people's cup of tea. So I suppose like the fact that like they are hopefully getting back together, but as of right now, it like seems like it's kind of on a hiatus. It's definitely like, oh, okay, he doesn't have this like quirky, low to the ground like thing that everyone knew him for. And now you kind of just see him for like, oh, he is actually like an A-lister. Like he never felt like an A-lister, but he was.
But Danny DeVito is an A-lister and a household name, and he did Always Sunny and took the risk on it, and it's like one of his favorite things he's ever done, So like, you can be an A-lister and also be cool and funny. And not saying that Jack Black isn't, but it's like, if you like, what is the Jack, like Kung Fu Panda had motivation for him doing that. Like, he had little kids at the time, but also it was like he read the script and like really enjoyed it, and like the Kung Fu Panda movies are awesome, and he got to put his like aura into Poe and stuff. But like with, obviously the Bowser thing is like iconic, but it's like, did you really take that role because the Mario movie with Chris Pratt blew you away? Or did you really take the Minecraft Steve role because the Minecraft movie where they can't even figure out how to light the set properly blew you away? Like,
yeah.
I did see a video.
I still love him to death. He's one of my favorite people, but
but it is sad to see this, like, I guess the rep score go down in the general population a bit lately. So, but I'm sure he'll get back in the saddle. He'll make some more slappers.
We got to make a sitcom and make him our Danny DeVito.
That'd be awesome.
End his career.
It's always raining in Texas.
That's not true.
It's not. I put something in talking points. It's this tweet by Frankie Muniz, famous actor.
I saw that.
The one with brain damage?
He actually doesn't have brain damage. I don't know if you guys ever saw
the Steve-O.
The Steve-O thing where like just all these rumors about him like circulated and just kind of sort of became common knowledge. Like, Frankie Muniz doesn't remember any of Malcolm in the Middle, and like it was very I guess like comforting to hear him say that wasn't true, because as somebody who loves Malcolm in the Middle,
there was something, right? Like I don't think it was made out of thin air, but like it definitely was like
it was just ran like
excessive.
It was kind of the headline of like, oh, Frankie Muniz has had like a worrying amount of concussions like in his career or something.
That's what it was.
And then it's like that's the real headline, and then the headline on the tabloids that you see like before you check out at a food store turned it into like
People magazine.
Frankie Muniz is
You can kill him and it doesn't count as murder.
He's so stupid. He's
barely human.
He won't remember it anyway.
He's a subhuman.
My favorite.
Speaking of subhuman,
my favorite Frankie Muniz movie is the one where he's the secret agent Cody something.
Cody Banks.
Secret agent Cody Banks. I like that movie.
I like the one with fellow brain damage victim Amanda Bynes.
Big Fat Liar.
Big Fat Liar.
Yeah,
dude, I watched Big Fat Liar like thousands of times as a child.
Same.
It was always on TV.
As a kid, that was my like fucking Expendables. It was like, holy shit. Amanda Bynes and Frankie Muniz together.
And it's funny, like Sabrina and I, we used to go to Universal Studios every weekend. And like when you do the tram ride, for some reason, Big Fat Liar is like their fucking like.
Well, they go to Universal
opus.
in Big Fat Liar, right?
Yeah, because they go through the part where it's like it's like the part of the tram tour, like the little fucking Mexican village, and like there's like a water, like a flash flood So anytime you go past that area, it's like, this is the part from Big Fat Liar. Then like these TVs come down and they play that scene. It's like it's like
that's like a
random
great movie, but who the fuck like it's not that. I don't know if it like is that pervasive.
It appeals to such
in
a
culture.
specific. Yeah, it appeals to such like a specific generation and like, you know, fucking culture. Which I guess if you're going to Universal Studios, maybe that.
I traveled in from Mississippi to see the Big Fat Liar ride.
The Big Fat Liar flash flood scene.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, so Frankie Muniz tweeted this out, and so the reason why I submitted this is because it's funny, because he said, I landed in Los Angeles 23 minutes ago and I'm already disgusted by this hellhole. and so a lot of people saw this as like him being like fucking based and like, yeah dude, fight against the fucking woke. Yeah, but it's like, I'm reading this as someone who grew up in California, and anybody who grew up in California will tell you Los Angeles is a fucking hellhole. Yeah. And you literally, just have to drive through there. The airport, fucking like just the whole city, like even going to Hollywood, it's just disgusting.
It's funny, like he said he landed in 23 minutes and he fucking hates it there. In my experience landing in LA, you'd still be in the airport. Like he's stuck in queues and he's like, fuck this place.
Fuck this place. I hate airports.
Yeah. But like that tweet is low-key popping off with a bunch of people being like, yo, Frankie Muniz is fucking base. He gets it, man. He's on our side now. This shit's epic.
Yeah.
Isn't it cool that people's moral and political beliefs comes down to whether or not you think a state is cool?
Yeah.
Like you can say something as nothing as like, I don't really think I think LA is a bad city. And everyone's like, he's pro-life.
He's one of us.
He doesn't want the immigrants in. He aligns with everything. It's like, man, I just thought LA was kind of gross, man.
Yeah. And look, I shouldn't say I love California. I love where I grew up in California. San Diego, fucking epic.
And best city in the world. Address right here.
Yeah, right here. But there is definitely parts of California.
You wouldn't be able to find his old address because it literally doesn't make sense as an address.
Yeah.
It was like missing. There's, you know, like how at the end of a street, it's like street or road or something. Yeah, it didn't have that.
It's just, it was like,
it was just a number and a word. It's It's very strange.
You have to write it down and just
like
figure it out to the mailman. You got it.
That's a good point. I mean, obviously, I guess you could argue that maybe LA has more places.
What you guys call streets in Australia?
Others, but like streets.
But is it like is it like Cooper Street or something? Like do you put the street at the end of it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. What do you guys know?
No, I just didn't know if you guys.
No, we normally do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you guys have different ones.
Yeah, if you say like Cooper Dingle Fuffy or something.
Yeah.
Those are
every time
really
I have to send something
to
like an American address, like with Fantasy Division, I'm always like, what the fuck are you guys cooking? Actually, America's not too bad. Europe has some fucking crazy ass like structure for their fucking addresses and just like the stupidest like postcodes and letters and stuff.
Yeah, isn't Canada kind of like that too? Because they have like their
Canada's some weird ones.
Provinces. And like you have to like write out the whole thing, right? Or am I making that up?
Couldn't tell you. Australia,
I guess you kind of do that with states too. So I don't know if that's like too different.
Well, you don't have to write the whole thing. We have abbreviations, 2 letters. Might I add?
That is true.
Make it real easy.
Oh well, yeah, but I bet you the provinces have abbreviations too. Canada's like, what the hell's an abbreviation?
Can I speak now, Andrew?
No.
let him speak.
No, Australia's weird because like you don't put the city you're in, you put like whatever like your suburb is. You just never write the city.
Weird.
So like I never write that I live in Melbourne. I write the
so it's like hyper specific.
I suppose it's what I was gonna say is it's like it's funny that because everyone's town, like hometown, wherever you live, like there's parts of it that just suck that you like don't like for whatever reason. And I guess you could argue LA maybe has more of those than average, but it's still like to act like everyone will be like, haha, look at stupid shitty California with all its problems. And it's like everyone's city's got problems, man. Everyone's got like a part that's like, hey, if you go there after hours, like you're gonna get jumped. Like it's just
everybody's got that other side of the train tracks sort of. It's like you don't want to go past this block, you know what I mean? It's just, I guess I feel like social media as a whole has sort of boiled down to these states as like political powerhouses where it's like California that's where the liberals are born. That's where they got a big factory that just makes them.
They've got a big dome made out of dead baby skin,
and they all come out with pink hair and.
Even in California, people still vote like 48% Republican though, right? Like it's not.
Yeah, because if you go far enough up north, it's like do you reckon California has like fucking ranches? There's like farms in California.
It's a state.
There's
big
like
place.
small
Ranch
towns. Yeah, it's not just
California.
Hidden Valley is in California.
It is.
Yeah,
unfortunately, the valley was so hidden they could never find where
they couldn't find it again. They lost it.
They tried following the ranch trail.
Hidden Valley Ranch going bankrupt because they couldn't find the ranch again or the valley.
If you have a bottle of Hidden Valley Ranch in your inventory, it starts vibrating when you get close to the real valley.
Oh, I like that.
And you have to you take it out and you open it up and all the ranch comes out and starts swirling around like a beautiful vixen.
Yeah, to go meet with the rest of its gelatinous fucking.
Do you reckon those guys? Like, do you reckon the real staunch like Republicans who just happen to work or like live in California? Like every time the MAGA people are fucking screaming about California, do you reckon they're like, guys, not me though, right? Guys,
not me. I'm trying out here.
I want to get out of this hellhole. There is like a lot of people like who live in Texas who also like say stuff like that. Like, yeah, I live in Texas, hate it here though, can't wait to leave. And it's like,
well, do it then.
I mean, the state, like, because I mean, me living here, like, I feel like I've met people that are on both sides of like that sort of spectrum, you know what I mean? Like I don't think a state is just this one fucking amalgamous.
There's not
nothing.
There's not anywhere in the world where there's like a dominant fucking belief. Everybody believes whatever the fuck they want, and it's usually like 50-50 everywhere you go. And that's the beauty of the world.
And it's only when we come together and hold hands that we really get anything done.
I believe the one in our future.
Can we talk about galaxy gas? You brought that up earlier. I've been kind of obsessed with like just watching videos.
Let's talk about galaxy. I also
want to talk about galaxy gas.
It's just whippets, nangs, whatever you want to call it.
Oh god, that makes
the galaxy
sense.
gas is like, I guess the people are kind of they're the face of it because they very clearly are like just selling it to be inhaled. Like they put on the packaging like don't inhale it or whatever, and like they can legally sell it because it's used in restaurants cream. And bakeries and shit to like whip cream. But it's like what bakery would need like a massive fuck off canister
with a special mouthpiece and a custom grip on it.
Yeah. And it's not like the fucking can is like this big. You can't be fit into anything.
No,
you know what I mean? Like
it's literally just for that.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Yeah, because normally CO2 canisters are like small enough to where like, you know, okay, this will fit in a little whipped cream fucking shooter or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, this is like a fucking 2-liter bottle of just nitrous oxide or whatever.
But people have been, so for those who don't know, it's just nitrous oxide and you breathe it in and it literally like starves your brain of oxygen, but like just enough that you don't die, but enough that you like get kind of like high and euphoric for like wow, yeah, exactly. It is literally killing brain cells. Like if you see people who do that shit regularly, they look like
the guy who's like attributed with like starting the whole like like the rapper. It's been happening for decades, but the person who like kind of was attributed with starting the trend recently is dead. Like he died from it. Like literally like 2 or 3 weeks ago the trend started and then he died.
Wait, who was it?
I can find it right now.
Phil Collins.
I mean, Kanye West has also been all the like black kids in Atlanta just fucking absolutely smashing Phil Collins. Yeah, it's I mean, like Kanye West famously like recently has also gotten addicted to nitrous allegedly.
Those text messages
and I mean
so
like
funny,
if you look
dude.
at his most recent album, it's like, oh yeah, this was made by someone with brain damage. Like it's like just not finished. Like it's just bad.
Sucking the galaxy gas.
But then you go back
what
to
kind
fucking...
of gas it was. It was a galaxy gas.
Yeah, I like that was good. But you go back to fucking, you know, like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy or fucking College Dropout, and you go to his latest one, and you're like,
I saw someone tweet because he was doing a concert recently and he did an old song, and someone was like, he's still in there like Anakin. He's still in there somewhere.
What happens? Yeah, I'm off the nitrous. Dude, first of all, your viewers, don't get into nitrous. There's a lot of drugs you shouldn't do. That's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Just here's the fun thing. If you want to feel something like that, just smoke so much weed you forget where you are.
Yep.
There's almost no long-term side effects for doing that. Nitrous, on the other hand, is permanent brain damage. So,
I would beg to differ.
There are zero health issues to doing drugs. It doesn't matter which ones.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do anything.
Do
I'm just saying, if you want to sub it, there's probably...
Yeah. Listen, there's a thing called a runner's high. Just go out and breathe really
just
hard.
Just go run for a long time.
You'll feel really high.
Yeah, there is...
Or if you have a high blood pressure, just stand up. Get out of your gaming chair.
Yeah, go run around. Go run around the block.
Yeah, go
waddle
play
around
some
the block.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, but it's been kind of crazy. Like, if you go on Twitter and just search Galaxy Gas, like, there's just so many videos of these, like, pretty much teenagers and stuff.
Yeah.
Just fucking hitting it and then just, like, crumpling down, like, fucking, like, just hitting the Half-Life, the Source Engine, like, ragdoll.
Yeah.
They're pressing all the shoulder buttons in fucking Skate 2.
Yeah. They're just ragged on. But it is really sad, man. It's like, fuck, this is... It's going to be interesting to see what the long-term effects of this are. All these people who got addicted to nitrous.
There's going to be a niche group of extremely stupid people.
Yeah, don't be sucking Galaxy Gas. Just be,
Just
sucking penis.
What is it? The compressed air, the computer cleaner? Just huff that instead. That's way better for you.
Yeah, just straight oxygen. Tipping those things upside down, the air canisters, great way to kill like stink bugs and stuff without them making the smell.
No, just, like, buying a gun where you shoot salt out of it is the best way to kill stink bugs.
It's why I was actually using mine. I was using mine the other day.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Or actually, no, yesterday I was using mine.
That's true.
Yeah, I was shooting at fucking a wasp's nest and like running in and out of my house. Because one of our trees, we have like a tiny ass little tree, and like for some reason they built a nest right in the center of it. So like I was spraying it, they weren't leaving, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna. We have this. You guys saw like the shotgun fucking salt gun that we have.
You have a Magnum too.
Oh
yeah, the Magnum was sick.
So so the Magnum
walked
actually
outside and went, it's high noon. Shot them.
The Magnum ironically runs on fucking CO2 cartridges.
So I got high as shit and I ran straight at that thing.
Yeah, just blowing your own brains out, getting high.
The little shotgun, if you shoot it point blank at yourself, it did sting a little bit. It's pretty cool.
It does sting, yeah.
I mean, it has to kill a bug.
Feel good.
Yeah, it does have to kill a bug.
Yeah.
It's got to put up some big power numbers.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Dopix just in his backyard with like a salt Gatling gun, because how would you take out... Like, you've got so many... Like, that's a lot of wasps. You can't just hit.
That'd be awesome.
Normally, right?
You guys ever see those?
I would run out there, I'd fire one, and then run back in, wait for it to settle down.
You're like a tank in World of Warcraft. You're like pulling aggro. And then, like,
did you guys ever have those massive fucking hornets? Any of you have those around? We had some in Virginia.
Are they?
We have.
They're literally like this big. They're
mud
horrifying.
daubers. They're like
mud. I hate those things
like
too,
those don't sting, mud daubers.
What?
But they look like humongous wasps, so they look exactly the same.
Yeah.
So the hornets we had were legitimately like this. I could shoot one from a decent distance with a BB gun. Like they were big enough that I could successfulally shoot one in the head.
It
did feel pretty cool.
Sick,
but we had
it's like
Fallout.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a rat roach.
Yeah, Andrew pushes right and like starts targeting his neighbor.
You literally killed the opening sequence of Fallout 3 is killing rad roaches with a BB gun that you get for your 10th birthday.
Exactly.
So I was living the Fallout life, but we had
I kind of imagine like
nest.
West Virginia, you guys live in vaults as well.
Yeah,
that's true.
We
had a massive
all
vault.
this technology.
Take me home.
We had a massive hornet's nest right next to our house, and I think some of them were getting into like into the walls because we had some popping into our house once in a while.
They're in your walls.
So my dad was like, "Well, that's enough of that," and our solution to that was just whipping out a shotgun, just getting the shotgun out. Dude,
the classic,
the whole
like
nest,
an actual one.
Yeah, the whole nest. And that was
that's fucking sick.
I did that, dude. I did that to a silkworm nest too, because there was this. You guys have probably seen those. What the hell does
a silkworm do?
It's not an actual silkworm, but it's those like grayish worms that have like you'll see them in trees, just big. They look like cobwebs. They're really gross and they kind of fuck up your trees and stuff. And I was like, I'm going to get rid of this. And I wanted to do it a fun way, so I grabbed the shotgun.
I
didn't see what shell I put into it, but it was a 3-inch Magnum, which is for turkey. And for anybody who doesn't know, that's just like it's got a little extra juice to it, a little extra kick. I wasn't expecting it, and so I raised it up. My dad's and brother are there because I just wanted to watch me blow away this nest. And so, dude, I shoot it. It kicked, dude. Boom! My shoulder goes back, and I'm like, what the fuck did I put in there? And there is just a crater through our apple tree.
No!
where the nest used to be. And my dad looks at me, he's like, what did you put in it? And I take the shell out and I look at it. He's like, oh, that's like a 3-inch Magnum for turkey, dude. Like, how did you grab that? I was like, I don't know. I just grabbed the nearest thing. I saw a bullet and I put it in there.
I mean, that is very funny.
Andrew's loading 50 cals into a shotgun.
That is funny gun etiquette. You should have put Dragon's Breath and set it all on
dude,
fire.
the tree goes up in smoke. That'd have been sick.
But the nest is gone, so that's alright.
Yeah, hey, that's true.
One of my earliest memories is my dad killing a fucking possum with a desert eagle.
You're serious? What did the possum do?
Awesome.
Possums are like a huge pest in New Zealand. I think they're different from your possums. They kill the fucking birds and like just ruin
Yours
your
are
property and
bigger.
shit. So dad was like
they
at the end
speak
of
English.
yeah, they come and take their jobs. But no, it was like I just this weird memory of like what when you're like 3 or 4 and you remember like one frame from. I just remember like this. It was really
like a
dark.
movie
And we're at the end of our like driveway, and I was like, I must have been like 2 or 3. I just remember like the shot of my dad like shooting it, like fucking piping something up in the boom with a huge fucking desert eagle.
Yeah,
little overkill. Now that I think about
You guys have any other funny extermination stories of different little things around the house? I feel like those always lead to funny shit happening.
I don't know. Did I ever tell you guys about like when I worked at the candy store and like I had to put fucking rats out?
You like kicked that kid in the face with a wet floor sign?
That's how I got fired. But no, so we had like a like the fucking mall back rooms and shit. Well, that's where we would keep like our stock of candy. So I'd have to like go there, every morning to like restock the candy. But they had so many fucking rat traps on the floor. Obviously, we have candy just like chilling out. So
just all unwrapped, open, like
just all open,
no
dusty and shit.
Yeah, there's just fucking like bugs crawling all over.
Honestly, they should have done a better job to seal that shit because it was literally just like bags, like just on top of each other.
Just put it in like a plastic tub or something.
Yeah, I know. It was literally just there. Anyway, so they set up so many fucking rat traps, and growing up, I had a lot of pet rats. I love rats. I love mice. So like I just would be seeing these poor little buggers just fucking, stuck in these little glue traps, trying to get out, breaking their fucking limbs and shit.
Inhumane.
Dude, they really are. And like I would just I'm pretty sure my boss told me like, yo, if you see that, just like kill them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know how else to kill them, so I would just like get like a fucking lid and like put it over the glue trap with like all these rats, and I would just step on it, and it was just like.
I mean, what else do you do? I guess. You hit him with the fucking Dead Space stomp.
Press.
I don't think I've ever
for that shit, man.
Hopefully this works.
I don't think I've ever ended the life of anything larger than like a spider, like a house spider.
Yeah. Well, when Sabrina had a snake, I used to have to fucking knock rats out to feed the snake.
That's
epic.
Yeah.
That's why we no longer have that snake.
I might have talked about this before. We had such a massive mouse and rat problem in our barn growing up, and we had chickens. Yeah. So they would get into the feed, and it would, just can't have that. So they
start fucking the chickens.
Went on the they start fucking the chickens. You start ending up with fucking chicken rat combos. It's fucked up. You don't want to get into that.
It's KFC meat.
So we went on the offensive.
Famously chicken rat.
Got some poison traps out. We would go in there sometimes with like little 22s or BB guns and shoot them. The whole barn turned into Mauschwitz basically. And so we're running around, and dude,
you're opening the door.
Where is he?
I remember.
I know you are hiding your rats behind the floorboard.
You are hiding enemies of the state under your floorboards, are you not?
Enemies of the chicken.
You've got one of those like mini trains. They have it like like theme parks taking rats in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still like a cute little old man wearing like a conductor's outfit riding it.
You're taking all the rat's favorite cheeses for yourself and hoarding them.
These are mine.
And then shipping them away. That's what you did, you sick fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, that's fucked up, Andrew.
Dude, we found some possums stuck in our cellar once, and one of them had like eaten the other.
Oh, maybe they do deserve to die then.
The possums are fucked up. They had like eaten the tail off of one.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't eat any of you guys.
Thanks, dude.
Well, thanks for saying
bro.
that.
I wouldn't eat any of you either.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I'd think about it, but ultimately would decide.
I'd only eat Doplex.
I'll allow it.
His skin does look the best.
Yeah, he'd get
probably
nice
crisp
crispy.
the best.
Should we answer questions? This one's from Kiyoshi. What's the biggest vice you currently have?
Weed.
2K.
What's the best advice I have? Jesus.
The biggest vice.
Oh, the
That's
biggest
so
vice.
real. Thank you.
Advice.
2K and Madden
No,
Ultimate Team.
Yeah, probably weed and online
Fucking
video
pussy.
games.
Doplex?
Yeah, for me it's nicotine and Pokemon Go.
Naked Teens?
What?
Yeah, fucking sucking these vapes. I gotta quit this shit. And yeah, usually just it'd be either Pokemon Go or just video games in general.
Pokemon Go.
My name's Charmian.
I think it's funny because gaming is definitely an addiction. I do know people who have gaming addictions, and I probably do. When you think about it, it's like, man, I definitely I don't blow off like events to play games instead, but it's still like, man, that is mostly what I do. Like, I don't
but people in the 1900s were like had an addiction to like standing in a field and looking at a bug. So it's like, you got to do something with your time.
To these roaches.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah,
that's true.
I think it's when it like when it impacts your ability to like socialize and work. I think that's when something really becomes an issue.
Jebediah, the family's worried about you. You've been standing in the field for weeks.
Looking at
I can quit whenever I want to.
I can quit.
He's catching stink bugs like Pokemon.
That was the original Pokemon Go.
That was
what do those motherfuckers do? Because you can't drink, and you can't games of chance are out.
They pray and they pray and they pray.
All day, like all their spare time. Like they get home at 6 o'clock and they're like, "Oh, I'm trying to pray for 4 hours."
Time to talk to the big man
They be praying
upstairs.
like a cartoon character. Where they go like.
They spend their time with God. That's exactly what
like a fucking Animal Crossing character.
That was a fast one. So really quick, Tylonical asks, which of the boys could eat a Lunchable the fastest? Me.
I'm gonna say not me because I didn't really fuck with Lunchables growing up.
I've never had Lunchables.
I thought it'd be funny if we all started fighting over who could eat it the fastest. You guys didn't wait.
I was gonna say I think it could be me just because.
No, it's me.
As someone who's raised on the bowls, the bowls of lunch.
Bro, I'm taking every piece of ham and cheese and every cracker and eating it in one bite, putting it in my mouth sideways.
You know what?
I was gonna say I don't know if you might want to bow out of this one, Doplex. That might be a.
Well, here's the thing, right? I feel like I'd be automatically disqualified because I hate Lunchables cheese. I always
maybe the nachos.
Or I throw it.
Maybe the nachos.
I do love.
That's the only one.
That feels that's
as a Mexican, Doplex has a triangle shaped mouth.
Yeah.
Doplex has a triangular esophagus and he can just eat chips whole.
What's everyone's favorite? Yeah, exactly. It's a Dorito shaped fucking throat. Classic. It's the Mexican evolution.
It's a triangle.
It's the perfect slice of quesadilla. That's it.
Yeah, we evolved specifically to fit those foods.
Yeah.
Down our gullet.
What's everybody's favorite Lunchable? The worst one's the pizza.
I don't think I ever had Lunchables growing up.
Freak.
It's funny, like I recognize that the
okay,
Lunchables pizza isn't for everybody, but I like it specifically from like rose tinted glasses point of view. That sugary ass sauce, that crunchy ass dough.
Dude, it's not. It's like a Jewish flatbread.
That's what I mean. It's like it crumbles. And it's like.
I hate it.
But again, I recognize it's not good, but I still I look back at it fondly. And I had it recently, and I'm like, I could eat this.
Yeah, mine's the ham and cheese. The ham tasted so strange, but in a good way. It's nothing like any ham I've ever tasted in my life.
Who could eat an Uncrustable the fastest is the real question, because that's a choking hazard right there.
Can we do that?
Me.
Can we have an Uncrustable off?
Yeah,
I'm down. I love Uncrustables.
I don't know what any of this food is.
Dude, it's just Uncrustable is literally just peanut butter and jelly, but a complete little It's like a full little patty.
You know, like a calzone.
like
It's like a calzone that's soft with peanut butter and jelly in it. It's like crimped all around the edges and stuff.
Good.
It's the best.
We don't do peanut butter and jelly. That's not a combination.
Wait, really?
Here. Yeah.
What the fuck? That's so weird.
It's like, I'm not coming anymore.
That's it.
Well, hey, we have peanut butter and we call it jam here. We have peanut butter and jam, so you could make your own, but no one does.
That's true.
I remember I tried one once
I bet it would be
like,
better.
Damn, this does.
Why don't you jam this jelly up your fucking peanut?
Yo.